1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, for sure.
Shoot. I got this shit right.
Oh yeah. Hey, you did it, huh? You did it, Holmes. Hey, this music hard. Ew. Oh yeah. I gotta call my brother. Gary, what's happening? What's happening, bro? Man, Gary, I appreciate everybody's love and support so far, but I just seen Gary, man, and I really appreciate how you've been supporting for such a long time. My dog Philo, my cousin Julia, everybody, man, I appreciate how y'all been supporting. We getting ready to go to a new place with it. I got a lot of stuff I want to share with you guys on this radio show. You know what I'm saying, with the homie OZZz. And then pull up at the premiere tonight. We got a whole lot we want to show. It ain't gonna stop. Ain't gonna stop no time soon. So tell them all, get ready. And Shay J, what's good? I see you, family. We up early, a little early. Shout out to the team, man. We got some dope people. You know, hours on top of hours on top of hours of making sure everything is how it needs to be. Bringing the type of quality, bringing the type of just energy that's required to pull something like this off. Ravizee Nation. Yeah, he's shy. Jaquan, fam. Now you gotta pull up, cub. Jaquan, you gotta pull up, cub.
Hey, good morning to you.
Yes, sir.
Listening to OZZz on the morning show, Smash Bros Radio. Man, I appreciate you coming in.
Man, I appreciate the invitation, man.
Because it was at the last minute. Because I usually like to plan things ahead.
Yeah.
Because I'm scatterbrained, and then I'm an introvert. So when you're scatterbrained and you're an introvert, you know, you kind of like messed up. So, but then I forgot that the premiere is this Friday.
Yeah, today. Yeah.
Today at 6. And I was like, wow. I said, well, because I told you either Wednesday or Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think I did that Tuesday. Contacted you.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, you kind of messed up now. So, but I'm glad you're in.
Yes, sir.
I'm glad you're in. So because you pretty much have multitude of caps and all that you wear. Because you're not only doing this documentary.
Yeah.
But you've done music too.
Oh yeah.
So you're multitasking.
Yeah.
So you see, like I told you earlier, people like you upset me because see, when you have a novice like me, we look at individuals like yourself, and you make things seem so easy.
Jesus.
But we don't see what you've done to get what you have.
Yes, sir.
And what you're going through to keep what you have.
Hey.
And we don't know what journey you've gone to get here. So people like you, like Ralph, like OZZz, OT, and like Benny, and like Smoke Down. We see all of this end results, but we don't know your history.
Exactly.
We don't know we don't know what you've gone through to get what you have. And so people take it for granted that everything was given to you, but they just don't know.
Yeah,
what you have. They don't know the tears. They don't know the cussing out. They don't know the background history.
For sure. Yeah.
So one of the reasons I wanted you on was, first of all, you have a premiere coming up this Friday, tonight at 6.
At 6.
At the 5 Little Penguins.
Yes, sir.
And there's a reason for there being the numeral 5.
Yes.
and it's all related to Birmingham.
Yes.
But you have 5 individuals that relate to the 5 penguins.
Yes.
But before you got to this place,
yes,
you had other ventures
yes,
to get to this place.
yes, sir.
So what I'm going to do, so that way we have enough of time.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you the stage. I'm going to give you the time, so that way you can give us the background history of from where you've started.
Yes, sir.
Through where you've gone to where you are now. And then if there are any questions that come in, then I inject. But I think that one thing, Birmingham doesn't get the recognition that it rightfully deserves.
Yes.
Now,
yeah.
now we're at fault for that too.
Jesus. Yeah.
And it goes back to Reverend Shuttlesworth days.
Yes, man. Yeah, and I need you got to give me a play-by-player. How you meet the homie, Reverend Shuttlesworth?
Yeah,
bro.
When I was teaching, I belonged to the Center for Law and Civic Education.
Yeah.
And my class participated in the mock congressional hearings.
Okay.
And so with belonging to the Center for Law and Civic Education, which are headquarters over at Sanford, they would have different seminars and workshops.
Okay.
So I was blessed to be able to go to Idaho and, all these other places. But likewise, they would have a civil rights workshop for the teachers that also belonged in other states, and they would come here.
Yeah.
And Reverend Shuttlesworth was one of the speakers, Colonel Johnson and Reverend Shuttlesworth.
Wow.
So I was the one that would pick up Reverend Shuttlesworth at the...
Oh, snap, bro.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. So I would pick him up because at the Friday, we would all meet at Dreamland Barbecue.
Oh, my God.
And so he would eat with us.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
Man.
So I had the chance to... Because I used to drive them back and forth and all. I thought I had made it to the mountaintop.
Man.
Because
you out there.
Ooh,
bro.
This man.
Shuttlesworth? God.
So, we were talking and I had asked, during the times that the Birmingham campaign was going through, did you ever think that this white boy would be driving you? And let me tell you, Reverend Shuttlesworth had this mischievous smile, and he had a twinkle in his eye.
Yeah, yeah.
And he just shook his head. But he says so much not to say so much. And so the mentality that they had then is the same mentality that Birmingham has now.
Wow.
And so I classify 3 groups of individuals here in Birmingham. You have the bourgeois.
Got you.
You have the wannabes.
Got you.
And then you have the ones that I don't give a
yeah, for sure. I think that sums it up nicely.
So, because of the same mentality.
Yeah.
And unless all these groups get together.
For sure. Because
the thing that upsets me more about the bourgeois, you ask, are you proclaimed to be so Afrocentric? But yet, you don't celebrate. Most of you don't even attend Juneteenth.
Yeah.
Most of you don't do Kwanzaa.
Yeah.
Most of you don't do these other Black historical celebrations. But yet you jump on St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
You jump on all these other white holidays.
Got you. Yeah.
And so the bourgeois but see, I have the advantage in that I don't belong to a group.
Yeah.
I'm not connected to a group.
Yes, sir.
I'm not being financed by a group.
Yeah. Hey, so, that's a big one.
And then see, if you can take all this away from me, because see, like, I know that with me representing Ralph, representing Smash Bros Radio, if it got too hard, I have no problem saying goodbye.
For sure.
Because see, I'm not going to allow you to come in and damage anything.
Yes.
Because when I represent Smash Bros, I represent the entire integrity of Smash Bros.
Yes.
So, and then plus 2, a friend of mine has taught me too, because I use adjectives.
Yes.
And I have a good vocabulary.
Hey, look, you got it. You're a teacher, man.
I have a good vocabulary. I just don't want to use those words. There's 16 syllables. I don't want to, because when you use F and all, that's easy.
Yeah.
So, but I was taught and I was brought to light in that you have a stage.
Yeah, for sure.
And because of you having this stage, you have to watch how you talk, the words that you use.
Yeah.
Because if you're trying to get the information out,
yes, sir.
Sometimes your braziness will cut people off.
For sure. For sure.
So, but we're talking with Reverend Shuttlesworth. People, they don't give him the recognition that he rightfully deserves.
They don't. They don't know how much he did.
No. And so, what is it? We went out to the, the social studies conference out there. I think it was out in Houston. Mm-hmm. And they had this documentary that was done, and it won an award. And I'm claiming that your 5 Little Penguins going to win awards too.
Bro, we already, look. I don't even want to blow it, but I got some stuff to tell you, bro. So we gonna get to it.
So I was upset because they only mentioned Dr. King.
Yes, yeah.
And since I had met Reverend Shuttlesworth, you didn't even mention Reverend Shuttlesworth.
Yeah.
And so I'm a little to a fault. If I believe in you, if I love you and all that, I got you.
Yeah.
So, sure. And I get hyper and start to get loud. So I asked this white woman, you forgot about Reverend Shuttlesworth.
You forgot.
She had nerve to tell me, well, who's Reverend Shuttlesworth? I said, you stupid bitch.
Ooh.
And then my program specialist, Ms. Dr. Jackson, came up. He said, it's time for the bus. I said, not yet. She asked me who Reverend Shuttlesworth was. But yet she did a documentary on the Birmingham campaign. She did not know who Reverend Shuttlesworth was. So I had to educate her. I said, first of all, very, very simplistic, because I'm making my program specialist upset with him. Mm-hmm. Reverend Shuttlesworth invited Dr. King.
Yes.
This Birmingham campaign was Reverend Shuttlesworth's
campaign. Yes.
It was not Dr. King's campaign.
Yes.
Reverend Shuttlesworth was wise enough to know that to bring King would bring the news media, because nobody would ever thought what was happening here in Birmingham.
Yes.
So, but you have to keep in mind, historically, King had lost his first campaign with the garbage union. Mm-hmm. So his ego was bruised.
Yeah.
So Reverend Shuttlesworth invited Dr. King to come down.
Yes.
Because
he financed.
Yes.
Yes, bro.
So I gave her all of that. And she said, well, I never knew. I said, and yet you won an award. Typically white. Yeah. And so that's when Dr. Jackson took my arm and escorted. She said, we just can't take you anywhere. I said, well, that's true. So that same mentality is here.
Yes.
And like Reverend Shuttlesworth stated, that when you're silent, you're not neutral. Mm-hmm. You're giving credence. You're agreeing with what's happening.
Yes.
So, and that's the same thing that's happening here. You can understand the individuals that have been elected.
Yes.
They weren't elected on qualification.
Exactly.
They were elected because of popularity. Now, I've worked over 25 years in the school system, and I've had 2 principals who were good individuals.
Yeah.
They were fantastic individuals in the church.
Yeah.
Fantastic. But they were not administrators. Mm-hmm. And that's the same way we had in leadership here in Birmingham. You are fantastic when it comes to the persona, when it comes to being people-oriented, but you're not a good administrator. You're not a good leader.
Jesus, yeah.
Because you have you want the glory, but you don't want the work. And the only reason why you're perpetrating, because I know for a fact you want a larger position. Mm-hmm. But I've already claimed, as long as I have this, I'm going to make damn sure you work hard for that next position. Mm-hmm. Because, see, you have already a blueprint on what you can do.
Yes.
Because Mayor Langford already gave you the blueprint. Mm-hmm. You have a monorail system that can be used from here to Atlanta. Mm-hmm. That's revenue. Mm-hmm. You have an Olympic pool that can be improved to the state of an art. That would be revenue. Yes. Then you have the Port of Birmingham. Mm-hmm. At the time, Bigby Waterway. Mm-hmm. That would not only be revenue for Jefferson County and Birmingham, but for the entire state of it. But no, all you want to do, you want to flaunt your little popularity and do all these stupid videos. So we still have that mentality. So one reason I wanted you on here, people don't seem to understand that Birmingham is blessed, and that we have these individuals who are creators, mm-hmm. who are visionaries, who have worked hard, and they don't get the recognition that they rightfully deserve.
Right.
So I'm going to quit talking. So you have your task before you.
Okay.
So I want the beginning, the middle, and how you came up with the 5 little penguins, the
sure.
significance and why 5 little penguins and all that. So go for it.
Got you. Before I do that though, man, there's a couple people in my chat, man, on my live that's like, man, you were their 12th grade history teacher.
Don't believe anything they tell you.
Don't believe them.
I was shy and quiet, and
they told me you lying, bro. They tell me you lying,
and I was very meek.
Oh, not how you talk to that lady, bro. Not how you talk to her.
I had something to drink. Let's say that.
Okay. So shoot, man. I'm gonna kind of talk about the beginning of it. For me, my personal entrepreneurial process kind of started young. I was raised by hustlers. Legal, a lot of illegal stuff.
And see, that's what we have to understand. There's nothing wrong with being a hustler.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it. And we always have this negative connotation where you're a hustler. It doesn't necessarily have to mean that it's negative or positive or anything like that. It means you know how to get what you have.
Exactly.
Same with the word radical. That could mean positive. And so when you use the word hustler, it's like, oh, what? Well, first of all, understand where he's coming from first, because all of us are hustlers in our own way.
Exactly.
We just don't see it like that.
Exactly. And me being a hustler, like most of my family members, you know what I'm saying, kind of dealt in the streets. A lot of them started their own businesses. And so I kind of had that mentality growing up of like, I got to get me something, So cutting grass, working around the community, got my first car, threw a lawnmower in the back, riding around, cutting grass, and see my daddy and my uncles, they put me on the car game, the car flip game early. I was coming out of high school, and they was like, man, take you some money, go to the local auction, buy a car, fix it up, sell it, flip. And that's how I built up a lot of my money. I got involved in some extracurricular activities, what I'm saying, that weren't so legal, at one point in time. Did a few things in my life, but that's just kind of how I kind of made that stride for myself.
But see, my kids taught me.
Yeah.
And if I could sue Alabama State, I would sue Alabama State, because they didn't teach me that when you come to an urban school, that you're going to be faced with situations and circumstances to where you do what you have to do to survive. And so it kind of took me back, because, see, I was in a little box. I was a sheltered child.
Yeah.
And then with being the eldest of the grandchildren, I'm spoiled rotten. So now I'm learning my kids are coming to school because they want to, because they don't have that support or whatever. So my kids, I don't know if I educated them or but I feel that they educated me more.
Yeah.
So I'm less judgmental, because when you really look back, you don't know what you're going to do when you're put in a certain situation.
Yeah, right.
Because all of us, and see, another thing, we have to quit thinking that there's only one race, and that's the human race.
Yeah.
And so because of being humans, we're going to have the same characteristics.
For sure.
And so we have to understand that you don't know what you're capable of doing until you put in that situation.
Exactly.
So all of us have done some negative stuff. We just ain't got caught.
For sure. And that's like, that's kind of the tell of the tape. Like, I've experienced racism in a few forms in my life. Dealt with a whole lot of people. I told you earlier before the cameras had came on, I went to college for a short period of time. Well, I ain't gonna say short period of time. I was like 2 years in. I almost got the degree. But with the car game, so I had a scholarship. I had tons of scholarship offers. I wrestled in high school, all that type of stuff. Did some crazy stuff, lost my scholarships, that type of thing, and ended up at Jeff State. Smart enough to give me an academic scholarship. Smart enough to do some things, got me some financial aid. And back then, see, when the financial aid came, they give you the checks, and then you're supposed to go do what you're supposed to do with the checks, right? And so instead of buying my books with the checks, I went and cashed those checks and went to the local auction and bought cars. And instead of like, buying my books, I would go to the library and use the free books that they let you study.
See?
Yeah, and you'd have to check them out. Now you couldn't take them out of the library. So what I would do is I would Xerox the pages that I needed to study, and then I studied those pages for my test. And that's how I kept my because I had a scholarship, so I had to keep my GPA up, and it was working for me. You know what I'm saying? I was booming. I was take that money, go give me a car. I buy a car for $1,050, flip that boy the next day for $2,900. You know what I'm saying? Take 1,000 out of that, and just kept building it, and that's how I had my my little capital.
You worked the system.
Yeah, man. And so one day, man, one of my stats teachers, the white dude I was telling you about, he caught wind of what I was doing, and he just didn't like it. And I think one of the reasons was because those teachers make those books, and that's how they make a lot of their extra money. They sell those books to the students. And so I wasn't buying my books, and he just thought it was a messed up thing that I was doing, whatever. And so one day, I had made a C on one of his tests. And, me being on the scholarship, I had to keep my GPA up past a certain point. Now, mind you, all my other grades are good. You know what I'm saying? All my other grades are good. It's just in his class. And so he takes me to his office one day near the end of the semester. And he was like, hey, you straddling a C+ in the class. And I was like, told him my talk. I was like, yeah, I can definitely take one test and this grade's gonna go up.
Right.
And so he was like, I know you're running your business, because he would slight me in class all the time. It got to the point where one of my Vietnamese partners, he was like, we go get some lunch after class, and he'd be like, why does he single you out like that? And I was like, I don't know, And so we was in his class, we was in his office, and he was like, I know you're running your business. Why don't you drop out of school since you're so smart and just run your business and do that? And I took it. I mean, I got offended, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But at the same time, I heard what he said, and I was like, you know what? That's a great idea. That was my last day in class. That was my last day at school. After I left out of his office, I did not come back. And you know what I'm saying? A few years later, here we are. You know what I'm saying? And so that was like the precursor for me. I was doing music, doing my clothing line, doing shows all over, traveling and rapping at places. And one of the big things for me in my love for Birmingham is, I seen the beautiful things it has to offer, as well as some of the terrors that are here.
Right.
But whenever I would go out of town and I tell people, hey, I'm from Birmingham, the first thing that they would think of is the first 48 and racism. Exactly. Those are the first two things. They be like, man, I don't see how you stay down there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they don't know nothing about Smash Bros. They don't know nothing about Arctic Rush on the east side. They don't know nothing about Ravizee Nation. They don't know nothing about T-Bones on the south side. They don't know nothing about Sleek on the south. They don't know about these things.
Yes.
There's a family-owned, black-owned shoe company here in Birmingham called Hauser Pros that sell shoes worldwide. They're comparable to Air Max. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
They don't know nothing about that. And so it light a fire in me to let people see the real stuff of Birmingham, because there is some bad stuff in Birmingham. 2019, Birmingham was number 3 for the highest, crime cities, you know what I'm saying, in the country.
Right.
And it's kind of it's held that position for a long time.
Right.
But nevertheless, there's some more beautiful angels here, and I think that we don't focus on those enough. And so that's kind of, for me, myself, my business mentality, what I want Ravizee Nation to be. Ravizee Nation, we're a production company. We make music, movies, this TV series that we're working on now. And we do this stuff for ourselves, but we also do it sometimes in conjunction with other companies to create more content and do different things. And we are actually kind of developing to a space where we can actually, be something like Kawasaki or Samsung, to where we can produce and manufacture anything we want to. Like one day, people are gonna have Ravizee Nation refrigerators in their house, bro. They're gonna have Ravizee Nation washers and dryers in their house. Ravizee Nation garbage disposals in their house. Ravizee Nation TVs in their house. Anything that we want to make, we are going to make it and give it to the world.
Studio equipment.
Yeah, studio equipment. Just the whole vibe. We are going to do whatever it is that we want to do. And that's how we're setting Ravizee Nation up to be. And it's just always been in my heart, man, to show love and give back to the community. I know my company is a for-profit company, but we operate like a nonprofit, and we partner with people who reflect our values, that try to give back to the community in any way they can, whether it be financial, whether it be passing out soups, whether it be, you know what I'm saying, just getting on stage and saying some real stuff, getting on camera, getting on the mic and saying some real stuff like you doing, Mr. Holmes. And so, yeah, so that's kind of just how I built that base, you know what I'm saying, like experiencing racism, experiencing violence, experiencing the life that just kind of, that's just here.
Correct.
And interacting with the environment.
Right.
And I love to tell people that, you know what I'm saying, I am a product of my environment, and a lot of people don't really understand, but you know, I feel like I've realized that me, myself personally, I'm a diamond. And I think that I had a homegirl named Diamond. She passed, and we're going to talk about it tonight. And I realized that I'm a diamond, and I shine like a diamond. And you don't find diamonds on the beach.
No.
You don't find diamonds on the prairie. You don't find diamonds in nice places. You find them in coal mines. You find them in, you know what I'm saying, near old volcanoes.
Yes, sir.
You find them on tops of mountains. You might find them deep in the sea. You might find them in rugged places. And that's where they exist. That's right. Where they're at. And I believe that I'm a diamond because I come from a rugged place. Now there's a ton of people that come from this rugged place, and I believe we are all diamonds. I'm just one of the ones who found out that he was a diamond, that realized that he was a diamond. And we're doing this to let other people know that come from this place that you guys are diamonds too, and y'all can shine too. You just got to realize who you are.
Right.
And that's what we're doing with Five Little Penguins. So before I kind of tell you the backdrop, the story of Five Little Penguins, I'm going to kind of tell you how it kind of came about. So I wrote a song called Five Little Penguins on my recent EP that I put out a couple years ago. And we decided to do a short film music video type vibe. And you know what I'm saying, put it out. Very awesome song, descriptive song, and it was freaking amazing. We put it out, man, and I was always tired. Like, I would be getting thousands of views on my videos and stuff like that, and I was tired of just not getting no money from them because, you know, me being a hustler, man, I'm like, I'm putting this good content out, but I'm not really getting paid for it. You know, YouTube got these rules, these bars you got to pass, and it's like you got to get 4,000 subscribers and this many views and this many hours of watch time before you get paid.
Right.
So I'm like, they getting paid off my stuff regardless, though.
Thank you.
So I'm like, man, let me figure out a way to get me some money off this before they get some money off this. You know what I'm saying? Just to get my monies off it, you know? And so what I decided to do, bro, was I got a little crafty. We did it during the COVID time to release the video, and we found a way to buy a private premiere room online to where we could premiere some stuff, and people had to purchase tickets to see the premiere online.
There you go.
And so we did that, bro. We released it, man. We made 7 times our money back that we spent on the video and ticket sales to see the premiere, bro. Because it was at COVID, you know what I'm saying? We did a little promotion on that bad boy, and people was in the house. They ain't had nowhere to go. So, bro, people bought tickets from all over. We had people buying tickets from Hawaii, Wisconsin, Ohio, buying tickets to see the premiere online. And, man, I'm talking about we made some good money off of it. So, took that money, I'm gonna turn it up. I see you, Miss Tripp. We took that money that we made off of that short film, and we put it back into the concept of Five Little Penguins to broaden it. And I was like, man, you know, had some conversation with the council, with the Lord, you know what I'm saying? And damn, like, decided to say, hey, let's do a TV show. Let's turn it into a TV series. You know what I'm saying? And went to the drawing board, drew it out, made the concept bigger. It already was what it was.
Right.
So I just wanted to make it more elaborate, and we decided to just do it all about Birmingham and talk about just the real side of Birmingham as people who are attached to Birmingham and not people who are speaking from a outside cosmic type of level.
There you go.
And so, you know, Five Little Penguins is based on the lives of 5 young adults who kind of choose how they're going to live life to make life just a little better for themselves. Now, the 5 Little Penguins, they are focused off people, but there's a bigger plot at hand. The 5 people, they're not you'll be able to observe their lives and see. I remember when that happened in Birmingham, because we're talking about all types of things. Like in later episodes, you'll be able to see. We talk about some of the scandals that happened, during in the politics.
Right.
We talk about, and we show it in a real entertaining way. We talk about some of the things of, what I'm saying, why JCCO closed. We talk about some of the stuff that happened at the Birmingham Waterworks vibes. Like, and we do it in an entertaining way, kind of like Power or All American or Snowfall. And we just give it to them real, give it to them raw, but doing it in that way that people can kind of get into the story and actually ingest this real truth. And the characters, not only do they represent like one person, but they also represent something larger than the person, which is the idea of the person, the idea of this type of individual that walks the earth. That you can see like, wow, okay, this person who comes from this background, this is the reason why they may do this. Like, I don't want to say too much because we got so many things in store for you guys, but it represents so many different types of things, and it's not just the black community, not just the black people. We actually had to do some social experiments and sit down with some of our white brothers and sisters and have candid conversations and ask, why is it that why is it that some white people feel uncomfortable when they see a brother with a do-rag on? You know what I'm saying? Why is it that white people feel this way about economics? Why is it that some white people do this and other white people do this?
Right.
And kind of having those real candid conversations in order to correctly depict and represent the people in Birmingham and the constructs in Birmingham, so that way when people see this, they ain't gonna be like it's whitewashed. They ain't gonna be like that's made up.
Right.
It's gonna be like, oh wow. And we're doing it all in a sense to put all of Birmingham on the map, because I make music myself, right? And I make damn good music. And I don't have no problem saying that.
And it should.
You know what I'm saying? But the Lord had spoke to me, and he told me, he was like, you could put all your music in this show, but don't do that. He said, call some of your artist friends that and put their music in the show.
There you go.
He told me, reach out to some of the businesses and put some of their businesses in the show. He told me to incorporate all of Birmingham that I know how to do into the show, so that way when this thing goes up on huge platforms, we shine a light in Birmingham, and they see, like, they won't just see First 48, they'll see Smash Bros Radio, they'll see Arctic Rush on the East, they'll see Smoke Some Grill, they'll see Fat Charles Barbecue,
right?
They'll see the things that make Birmingham great. They'll see that make the things that make Birmingham worth talking about, and in a positive light, And that's kind of how we've gotten to this point. Me and the team that I've hired and just some really, really business savvy people, man, have been able to kick the door down on a lot of different things. And we here, bro. We here.
That's it.
Yeah.
So when you first started, who were your inspirations? Because you said you was always a hustler.
Yes, sir.
So you did usually typical teenage stuff. You cut grass.
Yeah.
You knew how to get a car.
Yeah.
You knew how to maintain a car.
Yeah.
You already have that business sense.
Yeah.
That entrepreneur spirit.
Mm-hmm.
So is there anyone particular?
Yes.
That instilled in you that this is what? Now you mentioned your dad. You mentioned your uncles and all who had that entrepreneurship. But when it came to the music side,
yeah,
was there someone there that pushed you to that next level?
Man, if I'm honest, no. I think see my mom and my dad, they had me when they were young. My mom was 14, my dad was 15. Like, had me real young. They was babies raising babies, literally.
Right.
But my mama, man, she's such a fiery person, and she had such a deep spirit. My pops too. And mom, she taught me how to read and write before I ever went to school.
There you go.
She was in high school raising a kid, so she just made sure, like, she had the energy, she had that fire. You're gonna write your name today. You're gonna do this. You're gonna draw a picture. You're gonna do this. You're gonna do that. So before I ever went to JCCO, I knew how to read and write my name. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of and kind of coming off of that, she had made me sit down one day and write down all the things I wanted to be in my life. And you know, I had like a list as long as my arm. You know what I'm saying? I'm a football player, basketball player, rapper, deep sea diver, you know what I'm saying? Just a lot of stuff. Wrote all that stuff down. And so it's crazy that I've tried most of the things on that list. You know,
it's sort of like your bucket.
Yes, my bucket list. And so, but I remember that clear as day. I wrote that list when I was like 6, you know, and so, like, man, I actually, my mom said that she waited until I was 15 to tell me, but she said that when she was like, I was just being born, and she said someone had walked into the store with her. No, she had bumped into someone at the store and prophesied to her, and said that you have a son whose name starts with a D, and he's gonna be huge in the music industry. He's gonna be huge in business, and she kept that because she said she was young. And she just thought this old lady just talking, you know what I'm saying? This is what these old people do on the east side in the grocery store. They talk about Jesus. That's what they do. And so she just, you know, she didn't think nothing of it. And when I turned 14, I had wrote my first rap song. I had wrote it for a young lady that I was dating at the time. And it was, you know, it was fire. I ain't even gonna lie. It was fire, bro. I slid on this track. And it was like my first time like really writing a rap. You know, like coming up in the hood, everybody rapping. Right. And, you know, it's just the culture. But I had wrote this song, and you know, I had got a beat from one of my partners. Wrote this song, and then my mama was like, "Oh man, like this is good," you know. And she just would listen to it. She took me to my first studio session. I recorded it, and then she was just like this. She be bumping to it all day, and then that's when she came and she told me when I was 15. She had said, "You know, lady had prophesied to me, woo de woo de woo." And I ain't believe it because that's what they did, you know.
Exactly.
And so I was like, you know, what it is. And I just kept rapping as a hobby, and quickly realized that, hey, I'm actually pretty good at this. And something in me just kind of made me take it serious.
Right.
And I just wanted to, you know, do it and protect my talent and perfect my craft and perfect the different things that I had been working on with the music. And you know, with the music came the business. Business was interchangeable for me. It was just like in my nature to like go get some money. It's in my nature to find out, you know, what I could do. Some things I've done I wouldn't recommend nobody else do because I can honestly say I put myself in some danger in some situations. Right. But I had to learn from those mistakes. But like, yeah, that just was my thing. Like, the music came, the business came, and it just kind of all came together.
Right.
Like all the stuff that I do, I don't see it as separate stuff. I see it all as one thing, and I just do whatever I do whatever I decide to do. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the Lord leads me to do, that's where we going. And Efren, what's up, bro? What's up, man? Jeremy, Sam, I see y'all. Man, it's crazy. It's people that I knew from way back on this boy. But yeah, man. So, you know, that's kind of how I got into the music. Now, as I progress and as I get better, I looked at other artists and that I was inspired by, like Eminem, Lil Wayne. At one time, I was real heavy into Drake, just because of, you know, he was popping. Then I got into my old school. I got into my Pac, my Biggie, my KRS. You know what I'm saying? My my LL, my Goody Mob, my Tretch from Naughty by Nature. Bro, like I got immersed into the culture of this thing we call hip hop.
Yes, sir.
And man, just fell in love with it, you know, because it was an outlet for me. And I kind of started just like gospel rapping, you know, because I was saved in the church, that type of thing.
Right.
And it's so crazy because, like, that's why I say some of, like, the grace of my life looks so clear. Like, I remember, bro, you know, just to be fully candid, I sold drugs when I was saved. Like, I was fire, Holy Ghost baptized, filled. I sell you some tabs. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then go home and pray.
Right.
And so, like, real deal. But the Lord protected a brother, man. And so, and now that's why I wouldn't tell people to go out there and do that, because it don't always look the same. Like, it's a lot of people that I know that didn't make it through that stuff. Right. I've been in situations where people threatened to shoot up my mama's house, and I ain't lived there no more.
Right.
But they knew where she stayed.
Right.
And so it was just like, you know, different things have occurred in my life to kind of get me to where I'm at in my mind and in my heart. But But so got immersed into the culture and kind of broke out of my shell. I remember one of the inspirations was Kendrick Lamar. When I first heard him rap, man, I studied his lyrics like backwards and forth all the time, and hearing him rap and hearing him just dictate and make these dissertations on wax, it showed me that the Lord would love me how I was. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't have to kind of like be a church person or pass out with the Holy Ghost all the time, or be like walk around saying blessed and highly favored and talk in a certain way, that I could express myself and the Lord still have love for me.
Correct.
In that way. And so that's when like my musical skills brought it. And I felt freer to say certain things that I wouldn't say before in music. And here we are, like, drop the song. Like Five Little Penguins, bro. People in Germany have been listening to that song. I ain't been to Germany a day in my life, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Where can they find the music?
Oh, it's everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah, bro. You can Google me and it'll come up. But you can find it on Spotify, iTunes, Tidal, Deezer, Apple Music, wherever you consume music.
Every media.
Yeah, wherever you can consume music, you can find it. You can find it, bro.
And that's the name of the song, Five Little Penguins.
Yeah, Five Little Penguins. That's the name of the song. And then I got a ton of other music. You can listen to that music too.
There you go.
For sure. And so it's like that is that is kind of how I built my whole thing. Is like, and I'm still building it. You know what I'm saying? The ship ain't finished.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like we still going. And musically, man, like I mean, I've been contemplating doing some things tonight, because I've been so just wrapped up in Five Little Penguins. I've been in the studio like every day though. Like I'm talking about, I be in the studio dang near every day. And so I've got a lot of music that's just been sitting.
There you go.
And I'm thinking about just giving somebody a little, giving some people just a little
introduction.
Just a little introduction, just a little taste.
A little taste.
Just a little piece tonight.
That's
you
right.
know? And so just to let them know, like,
you
hey,
never know who's there.
You never know. And honestly, there's this one song that I have. It's called Bologna Sandwich and Eddie Jean. And Eddie Jean is my grandmother, and she always made me a bologna sandwich. And I realized that in my life, the Lord that was one way he showed his love to me. He affirmed his love to me through my grandmother, because no matter what I did in my life, no matter how I was wrong, no matter what happened, she always would love me and never judge me, and she always make me a bologna sandwich. Like, even if I pissed her off, even if I got in trouble at school, I might have just got a whooping, but after I get that whooping, she gonna make me a bologna sandwich, and she gonna make sure I eat something.
And see, people don't seem to understand that we're here because of our grandmother's prayers.
Yes. Bro, I'm about to cry, bro.
Because it brings back a lot. Because my mom was young. She was 16. My dad was 19. But she never... Mama always made it known, I'm not your friend.
Yeah.
I'm your mama.
Yeah.
So I was raised by a 16-year-old, but I knew that she was not my friend.
Yeah.
She wasn't going to put up with nothing.
Hey, same way.
So I couldn't do anything. But during that time, we lived with her.
Yeah.
So I had to back up, because when I said that I was raised by my grandparents, my parents were there too.
Yeah.
But we lived in their house.
Exactly. Same way. Same.
See?
Same. Yeah.
So even though we lived in my grandparents' house, it was their house, so we had to do what they wanted us to do.
Yeah.
But I had my parents too. So I found out that for whatever circumstance, I was like a whoop puppy.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom's best friend told me, she said, when you were first born, you was put in your granddaddy's arms because he had just had back surgery. And I stayed in his arms. But she said, while you were being raised, you were very quiet. You were like a little puppy. You were always in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
She said, but when Evelyn and Roy finally took you, they turned you out. Because she said Evelyn gave you the backbone.
Oh, yeah.
So thinking back, when I first started the state in 79, so this had been 80, I was the first mascot.
Okay.
And so I was having muscle problems. So long story short, it was diagnosed as myasthenia gravis.
Okay.
He told me that I had 6 weeks to a year to live.
Oh, wow.
Devastated me. But my grandma, because I always had to go to church.
Yeah.
It was, you had to Wednesday night,
Yeah.
Thursday night. Man.
Yeah, you gotta be in there.
You gotta be in the church. I don't care how late you get in the mornings and all. You can come in at 7:00. You better be ready by 7:15.
Better be ready. Out. Yeah, we leaving.
We leaving. So you always had a Bible. You always had to have a towel. And also, we sat down at the table, and I was devastated.
Mm-hmm.
She said he doesn't have the end result.
Yeah.
He can only give you what he feels now.
Exactly.
She said, so what you need to do, you need to go to your room.
Mm-hmm.
You need to pray.
Mm-hmm.
You need to ask for guidance. You need to ask for strength.
Mm-hmm.
You need to ask for understanding.
Mm-hmm.
And you need to open up to him because he already knows what you want.
Yeah.
You have to ask him for it.
Yeah.
So she said, and you need to make sure that you understand that he's listening to you. And she said, after we do this, we're not going to talk about it no more.
Man, she a gangster, bro. She a gangster.
I've learned that when you pray,
you're
giving it to him anyway. So you don't take it no more. It's done.
Yeah.
And a friend of mine told me that, and I never knew. When you pray and you give it to him, it's already done.
Mm-hmm.
It's already completed. Now he's going to do it on his time, but that's where patience come in. Yeah. But you giving it to him. Yeah. You leave it alone. Mm-hmm. Don't speak no more of it. It's done. Yeah. You go about your business. Yeah. And I'm still here.
Yeah, man. That's crazy. Like.
So your grandmama reminded me of my grandma.
Yeah.
Because of all the stuff that I put my grandmama through. Yeah. My grandmama's prayers. Yeah. Kept me. And it's still keeping me.
Yes,
now.
Sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So if you don't have a true, authentic grandma, I don't know what to say for you.
Yeah.
But my grandmama's prayer, or grandmama's prayers, period, will be your protection for always.
Exactly.
And then you were saying that you did some questionable stuff.
Yeah.
But because of your grandmama's prayers that you didn't know about, protected you and gave you that shield.
Exactly, man. Like I remember there was a situation that even in the family, man, like some stuff happened and me and my dad got into a real bad disagreement, and I can freely talk about it because we, I love my father, like, I love my whole entire family, and me and my dad got into a disagreement, and me and my dad got into a little altercation, you know what I'm saying? And just to kind of paint the picture, like we got to fighting, and he had cut my ear open. He had a ring on his hand, so we fighting, and he hit me, cut my ear open, and we just turned it. We in the middle of the street fighting, the whole neighborhood watching. And then my mama, she was tripping on me because she was like, people out here watching you, they know who you are. You're an example. And you out here fighting. You got blood all over you. This, that, blah, blah, blah. Blah. You just crazy. You're like, and I'm mad because I'm like, this isn't even my fault. Like, in my mind, I'm right. Like, I'm talking about, it don't matter about, because I was raised like, you don't challenge your elders.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You don't do this. But
no.
See, and just to kind of give a little backstory, at that time, so I was a grown man, but that still doesn't matter. Like, no. It don't matter that you got a wife and kids. It don't matter this, that, and the third. You
still a child.
You still a child. Don't challenge your elders in that way.
Right.
And it just, I realized, I had to go to therapy about a lot of stuff, man. And I had realized at that time I was under so much pressure, and at that time, pressure busts pipes.
Yes, sir.
And so it was just like, I was in that place where I wasn't really listening to God for real because I was, I had some tabs in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't listening to God because I was trying to figure some stuff out. And I was listening to him, but not listening to him, if that makes sense. And so, at this particular situation, I had invested a lot of money into a couple things, and I lost a lot of money. And, I didn't readily have that money to get back. And so I was upset, man. I was upset. And so me and Pops got into it. And then what had happened, they saying you having issues with some sound. They saying you have a little issues with some sound.
Can they hear me now?
Can you hear? Can you hear us now? Can you guys hear now? I just got a like. That might be right. That might be good, I guess.
Oh, good, okay.
And so yeah, bro. So my dad and my grandma had got like that night. I think it was either the night or the next day. My dad and my grandma had got on the phone with me on a 3-way call, and they were saying, you know what I'm saying, just trying to talk it out with me. But I had already made up my mind about it. Like, you know, my ears cut open. I wasn't even tripping, but you know, just the fact that all that junk happened.
Right.
And I was like, man, I'm right. Like, just common sense. Like, I am not the one at fault. I know that I broke one of the family rules and statutes of I'm not supposed to come at my dad like this.
Right.
But I'm right. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I just was standing on that mountain, bro, standing on it, man. And my grandmother loved me so much that she was just like, well, we just gonna kind of let you cool off because you ain't listening to nobody and you just stuck on saying that you're right. But my grandmother like never disowned me. She never like said you going to hell. Like none of that.
No.
She just was like, we just gonna let you cool off.
And it's the way they do it.
Yeah.
And it's psychological.
Yeah.
And then you went like, this woman.
Yeah, you know, like for 3 months I was tripping after the conversation.
And then you get up older, and then you realize, my grandmama knew me.
Yeah, she knew me, and it's like, wow, like she just knew, you know, and she's still here, you know, and that's why I be able to, Uncle Lonnie, man, what's up, Unc, what's up? Yeah, like, yeah, she knew me, and so I say Eddie Jean and Bologna Sandwich was one of the ways the Lord showed His love to me in my life. It's like I can look at my grandmother and how she loved me and say, I know the Lord is real.
Never changes.
It never changes. It's eternal. Like that love is always there, and it's just like God. Like God, I thank you for showing me that. I thank you for putting my grandma Jean in my life. I thank you for my uncles. I thank you for my family. I thank you for the things that didn't go right. I thank you for the things that did go right. And I thank you for just this. This is yours, low key. Like this ain't even my stuff for real. Like I paid for some things, but this ain't even my stuff for real. This belongs to God, and I'm allowed to do these things, and it keeps me going because, you know what I'm saying, we all know that one day the clock gonna stop. Right. You know?
That's right.
And I remember, you know what I'm saying, for anybody, just me being true, I remember for a long time in my life, I was afraid of the clock stopping.
Right.
I was always afraid of like what that would look like for me. What would just be like, what would it be? I was afraid to get up out of here.
Right.
And it took me a long time to just build my relationship with God and just myself, to knowing myself.
Right. To
knowing that, you know, being absent from the body means to be present with the Lord.
Correct.
And so embracing the fact that, hey, as long as I'm here, I'm going hard. As long as I'm here, I'm doing everything I can. You know, I want to raise my kids a certain way. I want to build businesses. I want to love my wife a certain way. I want to, you know, I want to see things happen in my family. I want to do certain things, and ain't no telling when I'm gonna leave this boy. So every day I wake up, I gotta go. I gotta go. And so, you know, that's where we at with it, man.
So what do we expect tonight? What are we to expect?
Tonight.
Yes.
5 Little Penguins at the Birmingham Art Museum. We had to jump through hurdles to get this. I could tell you just a little backstory. Man, we originally supposed to have this thing at the Alabama Theater. Had to jump through some hoops though. Like they met us with some energy that just wasn't straight up. No, I ain't even gonna say it went straight up. Just I speak about that off camera.
They didn't understand the community. White folks. The lack of communication. Yeah. We understand what you're saying. Okay, we're gonna go with the lack of communication.
Yeah. We speak about that off camera. But you know, supposed to be there, and stuff just kind of didn't work out, and so we ended up shopping around for some other venues, and we was able to lock in something with the Birmingham Arts Museum, which was phenomenal because, like, just in itself, what we're doing right now has never been done in Birmingham.
Correct.
Just like, bro, at the level that we're doing it, and how we're incorporating the entire city of Birmingham. Like at this event, bro, you're gonna see some people from Kingston, Loveman Village. You're gonna see some people some gangsters, you know what I'm saying? Some people who you've seen in the street moving and shaking. And then you're going to see some politicians. Then you're going to see some lawyers, some doctors, some people from Vestavia, some people from Homewood. It's so many different types of people in one place watching a premiere like this. It is mind-blowing that something this like this can bring these different types of people together. There's going to be some Mexican people in the crowd. Be some white people in the crowd, some black people in the crowd. It's gonna be so many different types of people there, and it's gonna be mind bending that this thing is so polarizing. But we can expect, you know, the whole to hear from the whole team, and what we've done. They gave us the entire museum, bro. Yes. So what we've done is turned the Birmingham Art Museum into literally the Birmingham Art Museum, and we're filling the gallery with local art from local artists. Sculptures, paintings from local artists, digital art.
That is wicked.
Yes. And so people are going to be able to observe local artists' art there, listen to some local music, be able to shop with local vendors. Well, you really can't shop there because they put us under a microscope, so we can't sell nothing at the museum. We can't sell nothing, bro. Nothing. We can be there, but we can't sell nothing. And so you're gonna be able to check out some businesses, man. That black-owned shoe company here in Birmingham that I talked about. They're gonna be present, showing their shoes.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying? We got Village on 27th gonna be present. And the Village on 27th is a recording studio. One of the ones I record at, the main one I record at. You know what I'm saying? Bro got the wicked sound. The Flourish Alabama is gonna be there. It's a nonprofit that I've worked closely with to make some big things happen in the city. Like a ton of just people there. Smoke Some Grill gonna be present to get you something to eat. Yeah, bro. Smoke on the Grill with Smoke. He gonna be there. It's gonna be free liquor while it lasts because we expecting a lot of people. So once the liquor runs out, they're gonna turn it into a cash bar. So you're gonna have to buy your own drinks.
That'll be about 2 minutes.
Yeah, about 2 minutes. So we hoping. Hey, look, once that first round gone,
2 minutes.
2 minutes. You know, you gotta, if you want to re-up, you gotta pay.
So we're already telling you it starts at 6.
Yeah.
But you better be down there by 5:45.
You feel what I'm saying? You gotta be waiting till the doors open. Oh Jesus. Yeah, man. And so, man, my brothers are calling me Jesus. But yeah, man, like it's gonna be dope.
Good.
And we can expect a lot. You know, I don't want to give away too much because there's a few surprises, man, that you gotta be there. And a lot of people, like how we did the streaming with the very first movie, we streamed it and made all that money off ticket sales. People were wanting us to do it again, but we wanted to have this like an exclusive, specialized thing to where it's like you have to be in the building to experience this. Ooh. And so, you know, some of my partners from Hawaii were mad at me about it, but you know what I'm saying, like if you fly to Hawaii and come, you know.
Thank you.
Like it's free to the public. Go and buy that ticket and come see me, you know.
There you go.
But yeah, man, it's because it's people coming from Memphis, bro. It's people coming from Tennessee, people coming from Ohio. You know what I'm saying? People coming from all over to come slide to this event, and it means a lot to me. People coming from Georgia, and it's like, man, you know, like yeah, it's that time, and so, you can expect a lot of great things. It's from 6 to 10. I can tell you this, that you know we running this on time for all my center point black people.
So you on old folks time?
Yeah, we on old folks time. So like it starts at 6, right? The doors open at 6 o'clock. Like 6:00, you gotta be there at 6. From 6 o'clock to about 6:30, 6:35. At 6:30, like that's a little mingling period. You go get you something to drink, whatever. Boom, boom, boom. And then at 6:35, 6:40, we are showing the first episode of the series. We call it the prequel. We're showing the first episode of the series, so you have until that time to actually get in there and get your seat. Because like once lights go down, we gotta close the doors.
That's like what I call the basement. Yeah, that's where the theater is, right there in the basement.
Yeah.
When you go to the parking lot.
Yes.
It's straight through that door.
Straight through that door. Straight through that door.
Now, if you come upstairs, you're gonna have to go downstairs.
Exactly. And that's where, like, when you go upstairs, that's where we have everything else set up.
Right.
So downstairs. Oh, bro, Smash Bros Radio is gonna be there today, doing a live radio show.
Yes, sir.
And so y'all gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be phenomenal, man. And that's why this is such an honor to just be here with you guys, like, beforehand. And just giving this real, just in-depth kind of discussion. At the end of the night, though, there's going to be a panel. And in the panel, we're talking about a lot of the issues that we've chosen to discuss in Five Little Penguins, what Five Little Penguins means, and why we wanted to invite the local leadership out to kind of see what it is that we're doing. There's mayors that are supposed to be there, man. Like the mayor of Centerpoint said he's sliding. We got some confirmation from the mayor of Tarrant. Like different politicians, like district councilors supposed to be sliding through. The fire chief is sliding through. So many different people that are coming to see what it is that's happening, and we're excited to just have it, you know. And so 6 o'clock, be there. It's
old folks time.
Yeah, old folks time. You know what I'm saying? It's a Oscars type black tie event now. You know what I'm saying? If I had a couple homies to ask me, and they were like, you know, if I don't own a suit, you know, I don't have any like nice, really extravagant clothes, can I still come?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, bro, like, you know, we just want to have a good night to dress up. But if you ain't got no,
just make sure the clothes are clean.
Just make sure the clothes clean.
Right.
Just make sure they clean.
If you got blue jeans, wear the blue jeans.
Yeah.
Just, you know, whatever shirt, because I mean, no, you're not limiting it because you understand. You've been there, done that.
Exactly. So, you know, I let him know, like, hey, as long as you come clean, come fresh as you can.
That's it. But
the door is open to you. Like, we want you in the building.
Correct.
And we grossly undershot how many people are gonna actually come.
Because I heard it's gonna be big time.
Yeah, like it's billboards are all downtown about it. We was on the news about it. I went in Top Golf, bro. My partner had my stuff set up all around Top Golf, cuz. Shout out to Kite Like Terry, bro. Like, bro put us in there, man. And so, you know, we was in Top Golf with it, bro. Mug shots down there downtown. Eugene's Hot Chicken had our stuff in there, and Eugene's Hot Chicken, like, bro, my team passed out 700 flyers. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, bro, like, it's gonna be a lot of folks. It's gonna be a lot of people. We had to get some more security just to make sure life can move good while we there. You know, we can keep the schedule rolling.
Right.
Like, it's gonna be phenomenal, man, and it's gonna be safe. You know, it's gonna be good fun.
Right.
And that means a lot to us to experience Birmingham, for Birmingham to experience Birmingham first, because we're doing another premiere. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do one in Atlanta, and then we're trying to get some stuff together to do one in LA. And we wanted to do it at home first to show people like, okay, we're representing where you're from. We're representing us.
This will give you an insight, too, of what to do in the larger cities. So,
yeah.
You know, we're not asking for no mistakes.
Yes.
We're not saying that.
Yes.
All we're saying is that this is going to be a
learning experience.
So that way we know exactly what's what.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Get your feet wet.
Exactly. Getting the feet wet, bro.
So it's tonight is 6 p.m.
6 p.m.
Old folks time.
6:45.
That's when everything starts.
Yes.
Be in your seats.
Yeah.
Go ahead and get your free drinks. 2 minutes.
Right.
Then it's
cash bar. Cause I know they gonna go, bro. Like, that tab gonna run up quickly.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? But we've got the bar keeping it to, like, okay, for the free drinks, everybody gets one. Like, you can't go to the bar and be like, let me get 5 drinks.
Thank you.
You can't do that. They're not gonna allow it.
I'm getting these for other folks.
You know what I'm saying?
Bring the folks up here.
Yeah, you know. hey, 1 drink per person, and then, you know what I'm saying, once the tab runs up, it's cash bar. We're gonna have smokes. We're gonna smoke on the grill right next, bro. I gotta say this off camera too. I can't say this on camera, but shout out to Justina, special events manager at the Birmingham Arts Museum, for looking out the way she did, because there was a few hurdles we had to jump, and she, you know what I'm saying, she said that she walked outside her house one day and she seen one of our billboards, and it just, like, made her believe in it so much.
Fantastic.
And so she righteously ran a play for us.
Grandmama's prayers.
Yeah, man, grandmama's prayers, like, for real. And so, Jesus.
So where can they find you if they want to find your Facebook page, your music. What media do you have? Where can they find you?
They can find me. They can find me everywhere. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at Devonta Ravizee. Instagram is Devonta_Ravizee. That's DEVONTA_RAVIZEE. And if they really want to get down, if they really want to even be a part of what we're doing, you know what I'm saying, you log on to www.ravizeenation.com. That's RAVIZEE Nation NATION.com. And you know what I'm saying, if you're into acting, we got some casting calls coming up. If you do music, we looking for more features to be in the show throughout the season. You know what I'm saying? If you want to donate, you can donate. You know what I'm saying?
Sponsors and donations.
Yeah, sponsors and donations. If you want to be an investor with us, because see, we had to get another nonprofit fiduciary partner with us, so we can't accept certain donations because it's a for-profit company. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we wanted to do it the right way and go through the fiduciary to accept some monies that people wanted to give.
Correct.
And we opened that up just for people who wanted to give their support, not really to ask for donations, because there's a lot of people who wanted to give and show their support that way. So we set up the fiduciary so we could do that. But if you want to be an investor and like righteously get on the grind with us,
there you
go to the website ravizeenation.com or pull up and talk to Devonta Ravizee.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? And we can make something shake. Get my number, bro. I'm there, you know, and so yeah, man, it's gonna be insane. It's gonna be insane.
So you come back on after the premiere?
Oh, of course, I'll be here. You know what I'm saying?
This is your stage.
Oh yeah, bro, I appreciate it.
You're always open.
Thank you, bro. I got one more thing to say. Because I remember you said, you know, about these autographs and winning awards.
Yes, sir.
Bro, the show isn't even out yet, and we're already up for awards, man. Yeah, bro. So I'm gonna go. You know what I'm saying, Miss Tripp, I gotta go and put you out there. So Miss Tripp plays the mama character in the show, and we were invited to submit to the Black Diamond Film Festival, like a few weeks ago, and they invited us. We didn't. They invited us to submit, which was dope. So we submitted, and they reached out like a couple days after the submission and said, "Hey, bro, who's the woman who played that character? We have her up for Best Actress Award."
Stop.
Yes, bro. And then they also let me confirm to me that we're also up for the Best Cinematography and Editing Award. And this is just the first episode. You know what I'm saying? This is not even like the rest of the season. And we've upgraded and you feel me, bought more equipment from the first episode till now. Like,
right.
The first episode is a pilot. You know, there's some rough things. We had to go through some patches to get everything right. We went through a lot of stuff that I'm going to reveal tonight. But now here in episode 2, with all of the adjustments that we've made, there's a world of difference between the first episode and like the rest of the season that's happening.
Correct.
And you're going to be able to like see like, oh, like you guys have like made a dramatic change. And so it's Netflix ready. Like, it's quality wise, bro, it's like it's on that level. And when you see it, you gonna see that they ain't lying. Like, you gonna be like, oh shit, what? This happened here? And we did it purposely. Like, everything is like all Birmingham. Like you know, we got it to where the clothes that they're wearing in the show is all Birmingham clothing lines. Music you hear in the background, all Birmingham artists. The beers that they're drinking come from Birmingham breweries. The shoes on their feet, Birmingham shoe companies. Like, we filmed inside of Birmingham restaurants. Like, it's so Birmingham. And you can't get anything like this on the market that's such a concentrated dose of the city nowhere. So that's what makes it extremely valuable, that there's nothing like this. This is like literally a gem. And so, you know, we're putting this thing out, man, and it's extremely exciting and riveting just for Birmingham, you know. And so, man, I'm ready.
Man, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you being all my folks' teachers. This is people in my show that says you're their teacher.
Don't believe anything. Don't believe anything. I was very shy and quiet and meek.
Y'all hear him, bro? Man,
y'all have to come out.
Oh, yeah.
Folks time, 6 p.m.
6
Birmingham
p.m.
Museum of Art.
Yes.
This is the beginning.
The beginning.
The
The story before the story.
The story before the story. You want to get doing the groundwork.
Yeah.
Also, we're looking for investors.
Yeah.
We're looking for sponsors.
Yep.
We're looking for donations.
Yep.
We're looking for money.
Yeah, money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really haven't been. I really don't talk about how much money I spend and different things like that. But just for the first episode in the premiere, man, I spent a lot of cash.
But see, that's what I was telling you.
Yeah.
People like y'all just upset. Because see, we're seeing the end result.
Yeah.
We're not seeing what you went through.
Yeah.
To get here, and we're not seeing behind the scenes of what you're doing to maintain.
Exactly.
We're just seeing all of this.
Exactly.
So little crazy ass folks like me say, "Well, I can do it." No, you can't.
Right.
Because first of all, you don't have the determination.
Yeah.
You don't have the inspiration. You don't have the motivation, and you may not have grandmama's prayer.
Yeah, man. Because, bro, like, I'm gonna say this, and I'm not gonna take too much of time, but like, there's some stuff that happened, bro. Like, people died while we were filming the show.
Man.
Like, people got shot while we were filming the show. People got arrested while we were filming the show. We lost tons of footage. Like, we missed our deadline with one of my distributors. Like, so many things happened that we had to just kind of bounce back from. And I'm gonna talk about those things tonight. I ended up having to spend more money because of some mistakes that were made. Like, just not to really put my business out there, but you know what I'm saying. I spent about 17 bands on the first episode and the premiere, and that's not even like the full figure. It's over that, but I'm just gonna keep it down because
look at what's coming.
You know what I'm saying. And so it's like, like people really wouldn't understand how much you have to put into your dreams and put into the things that you say you believed in.
Correct.
But the beautiful thing is, I can say this, bro, is that, I've done some things in my life and tried to make some stuff shake and got out in the streets and tried to do different things. And I ain't gonna say I was El Chapo or nothing like that, but, a brother knew how to hustle and make some stuff happen. And I can honestly say I thank God that he wanted this to happen, and he made it so I didn't have to go back out in the street and try to make some money in order to do this thing. He made it so I didn't have to get my hands dirty in order to make this thing happen.
You had the support system too.
Yeah.
And you still have the support system.
Exactly. The people are showing love, and that means a lot to me, that people are showing love to what we got going on.
Right.
And we just want to give it back to them. This night. This is why it's for you guys. This is why it's free to the public. Because, man, one of my business partners was like, bro, you should have sold tickets. Bro, why you didn't sell tickets?
You give people the taste.
Yeah.
You give them the experience, so that way when the second part comes.
Yeah.
Now we allowed you, we gave it to you free.
Yeah.
So you understand what we're doing. You understand the quality that we're doing. You understand the significance. You understand. So now.
Yeah.
If you want to see the second part.
Yeah.
Because we're already giving you the taste. So you can only imagine what comes up.
Exactly. The sample,
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you. Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you. Tonight, 6 p.m. old folks time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Birmingham Museum of Art. If you're not here, come here.
Yes. Come.
So it's free. It's open to the public.
Oh yeah.
Just come clean.
Just come clean. If you can't put the 5 browns on, just come clean.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Just come clean.
Y'all have a good weekend. Y'all take care of yourselves. I will see you Monday.
Yes.
Y'all take care.
Peace. Eastside.
The live stream on the show. On the show. The live stream. On the show. The live stream.